Hello, welcome back to my channel, and I'm so excited. This episode will mark the 1/3 of the way through my 30 days of Ghoulishments. And if you don't know, I am doing 30 days because on the 31st I plan on announcing a giveaway, which might include some of the things that I'm doing so far on my channel. And for today's episode, I wanted to make these embellishments, and this is like an example of when it's already dry. But I thought, well, I don't know, everybody's like so obsessed, so am I a little bit, with Hocus Pocus. I feel like it's become like more and more popular recently. I know they're having like a remake, or like I don't know if it's like a remake or if it's like the original characters are getting together or something like that. But I just thought it would be kind of cool to make like my own embellishment. And this one I backed it up with some chipboard, some like really thick chipboard. So it's actually, it just feels kind of like a little bit heavier. This one is not backed, and I don't know if you can tell in this, well, I guess you can because I'm looking at it on the video, but I distressed this, and this one obviously I did not. I just was curious if I could make it in like a mini version. This is still pretty small. So today I'm gonna go ahead and show you how it is that I made this. I hope you like it as much as I do. I think it came out kind of cool. It doesn't have a lot of detail because I'm only using my enamel accents, and I'm not like coloring or anything. I know the original spell book has like a snake, and then it has like another snake over here, but it's kind of hard to make on something like little. So yeah, so anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I think I'm only gonna make maybe like one of them, so I can show you on camera anyways. And I think, if I remember correctly, this one is a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit bigger than this one, but that's okay. So this piece of paper, if I remember, I think it's like 3 by, okay, well, about 2, and here, I'll make it exactly 2. So it's 2 inches by like 2 7/8 is what it is. 2 7/8. Yeah, about 2 7/8. So so again, that was, and I'll write it here on like a piece of paper that I have here. This was actually a piece of foam. So it was 2 inches by 2 7/8 of an inch. Okay, so 2 by 2 7/8. So that is how the dimensions for it. Okay, so then what I did is I went ahead and well, first of all, I used my corner chomper, and I used the 1/4 of an inch, and I went ahead and rounded off the corners. And if you're wondering, this is the Crocodile Corner Chomper by We Are Memory Keepers. And then after that, I went ahead and distressed it. So I do have my Distress Oxide inks, and I love these inks. Ignore the stain here. I have them stacked together, and a good tip to know, let me see if I can find one, because I try not to do it anymore, but I still have some of them. So what I do is I have these little foamy pads for all the distressings, and because it's felt on the back, I just use like a piece of Velcro here on the back, and then I can just store them. And so what I've been doing is I've been like storing them on top, and it's not perfect stacked because of the foam. And so what that caused is that sometimes it stains. Obviously I've already been doing it, so I'm okay with it, but some people that are more OCD than me probably won't like that. Anyways, so I do use my vintage photo. It's the first one that I use, and then I also use my walnut stain. And I just had my vintage photo. So my vintage photo, I know that Michael's has some of them, and I also use my black soot. I know that Michael's has some of them. I just don't know which ones Michael's has, and Hobby Lobby as well. I just don't know specifically which ones. But yeah, I know that Michael's has some of them. So the first thing that I did is I grabbed my little tool. So this is like a little, I don't even know what it's called. The mini ink tool, mini distress tool. So, and then I just put like my new foam on there. So then I took my vintage photo and I like press really hard on it. And then what I do is I tap. Now this is one of those craft mats that's designed for you to like use it with inks and all that. So that's what this is. So then what I do is I tap the mat, and then I kind of pull in a circle. Does that make sense? So I like touch the mat, and then I kind of like go around in a circle and distress it that way. So, and then I'm just gonna kind of go a little bit quicker, which is what I do. And then I do like to color in the circle, or the middle, I mean, this time, because I'm actually going to use the two other colors that are a little bit darker. I just wanted to go ahead. I don't know where all this is coming from. So I didn't have, can you believe it? I didn't have brown paper, which is how this all came about, because I didn't have brown paper. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, how is it that I don't have brown paper? I don't understand. And so then I thought, okay, well, I have craft paper. So I'm going to go ahead and use my craft paper and just use my inks. So if you have brown paper, maybe all you need to do is distress with like the black soot. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Anyways, this is the walnut stain now, and I don't necessarily change it just because it's a very similar color. And again, I touch my mat, and then I come with the color, re-ink, touch the mat, come with the color. Oop. And I think it's important to touch the mat first, just because that way some of the color kind of comes off on the mat, and you're not like putting all this color in if you don't want it. If you want it, then that's a different story, right? Okay, so now I go ahead and come in with my black soot, and all I do is I just remove this. I take it off and I put on my new one. And again, I tap it, and then I do the same thing. So I use my craft mat, and this one I don't want as much. Like the walnut stain, I don't know if you noticed, but I was actually going further in. But I don't want to go in that much with my black soot, because I just really want it around the edges. So okay, and I think I am almost satisfied with that. I might just come in and okay. I need to stop because I'm just going to make this. I didn't do that with the one before, so, and it came out fine. Okay. All right, so once I am done with this, literally, all that I am doing is I grabbed one of my adhesive googly eyes, and I put it just where I thought it might be. Looks about right. And then what I did is I grabbed my enamel dots, and these enamel dots like to get stuck sometimes. So if they do, just, you know, be aware. Okay, so then all that I did is I went around the corners. And then I went around this corner. And then I went around the eye. And then what I did for the, so if you notice here, it's just, I'm just kind of following like a scallop. Like and then I just kind of went around. Now I'm just filling it in. And then just so that I can see here my my own creation. So then I did the Y that you can see here, and I try to like put it on kind of thick. You don't have to, but you'll see in a moment why I did it. Now, as you can see here, I have like another one here. You don't have to put it there, but I did have it on there. And then I had another one kind of going this way. There's not really like a rhyme or a reason. And then what I used, and only because I had it here available, I have this Fiskars, like, I don't know what it is, but I know it's for like scoring. It kind of almost looks like those things they use, the nail techs use to put on like on your nails, like gems and stuff. So yeah, so this is what I used. You can use a toothpick if you want, because this is kind of messy, because then I have to clean it off with either my finger or a wipe. But then all I did after that is I kind of just went around and I just did like the little, you know, like stitches, I guess. So, here it is, and I don't want to move it for fear of it getting messed up. But here it is. Here's, as it dries, it will kind of like flatten out a little bit more. And if you, as you can see, it kind of, it has, like warped a little bit. And if you want to go in here and just kind of like do the corners here, you can also do that. Apparently I waited a little too long for that on that side. But I literally, what I did when I was done, when this was done drying, I just went and cut a piece of like chipboard, and I'll do it with the little one. Now this little one I was just doing as like to see how it would come out. And so I didn't do the blending. I didn't, and you can like tell, like there's like a big difference. And I think I like it better with it being blended. I really like how this looks. Just because it gives it like extra dimension. I don't know. That's just me. You tell me what you think. So anyways, let me move this out of the way somewhere where I will not get hurt. But literally all that I did is I took some chipboard and then I just cut a piece. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do here. I cut a piece. I put and that's my dog again. He likes to show off here. And then I just put glue on it, and then I cut around it. I probably could have done like corner chomper and all that, but I just, you know, sometimes it's just easier to use your scissors. And then that's all that I did, you guys. And then I just had my, and so now it just feels like so much more sturdier. I mean, and you know what I was thinking too with this, this would be kind of fun. I don't have any, so I'm not doing it because I don't have any. But this would be kind of fun. You know those little like mini notebooks that you can get at the Dollar Tree? Like how fun would it be to cut out the exact size that goes on top of it and put it on top of a notebook? And then you have like a little book of spells. Like I think that would be so fun. And then let me just make a quick little one so that you can see how I make it. I do want to make it a little bit smaller though. So this one so far is about 1.5 by, okay, so let me cut it a little bit. So let's make it 1.5 by maybe like 1.25. Let's see. Yeah. Of course it didn't cut. So yes, so 1.5 by 1.25. Okay. And then again, all I'm doing is I'm using my 1/4 inch corner chomper here. And I chopped away all the corners. Now I'm going to go in with my vintage photo, and if you remember correctly, this is the one that I want all over, so I'm just gonna kind of put it all over. Okay, then I'm going in with my walnut stain, and I am just doing the ends with this one. just adding some color. And then I am just doing a very minimal black suit. I don't even know how to say it. Black suit. I don't know. Okay. Oh, so much better now that it's inked. All right. Now, I am using the smaller eye here. And I don't remember where I got these last year. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of put it here. And then I'm literally doing the exact same thing. Except this time I'm gonna start over here. And I kind of did more like scallopy before. I'm gonna do more wavy. I think it looks better kind of with waves a little bit. So I'm gonna do that this time. And then, so here's like the long strip with like the Y. And then here's the corner. And this one's a little bit more tricky because, well, it's tiny. Here's the other corner. Yeah, this one is definitely a little bit more tricky. Okay. So let me go ahead and do my stitching here. You know, and I hope this is not like a long video. I always aim for short, but then I feel like I kind of talk. And not only that, but this Y is kind of turning into like a, oh well, right? That happens sometimes. Okay, and then maybe we can do another one here. And we can just kind of connect. And we're gonna have to call it good. So, oh, what am I thinking? Call it good. I still have to do the eye. Okay. And as you can see, this becomes a little bit hard sometimes. Let's try to move the eye a little more strategically here, but I don't know that I have a lot of strategic moves here. No! Oh my gosh. Why is it doing this to me? It wasn't doing this to me before. I feel like it's casting a spell on me. Haha, get it? Okay, well, this did not turn out as well as this one, but you get the point. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. No. Okay. That one's dry. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of my book of spells from Hocus Pocus. That was the goal in this. I love how this one came out. I really, really do. Tell me what you think. Do you think it looks like it or like it doesn't? I don't know. I am going to go ahead and package it up really quick. And I'm going to go ahead and do that in like fast mode so that we can keep this video a little short. Okay?